So yeah, and then I'm sitting in the green room. She comes in and she sits on my lap, and she
a drunk girl sitting on your lap is so crazy.
Yeah, but she was talking like she wasn't. She was talking normal. I was like, oh, okay, maybe she's just like dumb or doesn't do comedy very much or something.
Maybe she's dumb.
I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, and
she's a dumb one.
So this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad.
To drag out horse.
No,
I think he's actually getting divorced.
Right,
now,
and
yeah.
I thought everyone was like, yeah, no, he's gay.
He shows up at a lot of gay bars because he's like, I think it was more an alcoholic thing where he's like, oh, I can show up here and like drink, and I'm not gonna get mobbed by like in the way that
gay guys don't care about him.
No.
They like literally he could be burning on fire. They would be like, wouldn't piss on him. And then also gay bars, they overpour.
Yeah.
So you get more alcohol for your buck.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not good for straight people because then you get kind of tricked.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to gay bars.
I thought you said I've been tricked.
I've been to one of the serious ones in Chicago. I got tricked by my old roommate.
No.
Dan. He was
fucking Dan.
I shouldn't say his name.
No,
but,
say his name.
Wait, Dan tricked you?
Yeah, he did. He was he was like a binge alcoholic kind of guy.
Love them.
And so he like worked in like pharmaceuticals, like a very like straight laced job, was like in the comedy stuff, and then like Friday, Saturday, full bottle of gin, hammered. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, let's go to the turtle races, to myself and my friend Diego, who's also like another young twink. And
are you calling yourself a young twink?
Yes. Well, in this situation, because I was 20.
Okay.
And then he was like, what is it, 29? And yeah. Yeah.
That's weird.
29, a huge guy.
Lived with you?
Yeah, lived with me. I did the Facebook roommate thing when I first moved to Chicago. So and then so he's like, let's go to the turtle races. He's blacked out.
Sorry, it was his house?
No, this was me and then someone else I went to school with, and he was also in like the graduate program that I was in.
Okay.
But it was like I was the youngest person in the program. Okay. So it was me, 29-year-old Dan, and 27-year-old
I've just
Alec.
been groomed a couple times, so I was like, you're not supposed to do that.
No. This is not a grooming thing. I actually was like, I need a roommate, and I found him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You asked for it.
Yeah, I did ask for it. Yeah.
Grooming he asked for
it. He asked to live with me.
Yeah, so sequestered.
Yeah. Well, mansions do look nice.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a mansion. It was actually a 3-bedroom flat. It was terrible. But yeah, it's gross. Yeah, and then he's like, let's go to the turtle races. And he's like, I'll get the Uber. He Ubers us to a place called Jackhammers, which is not turtle race bar.
At this bar, are they racing turtles?
At the bar that we thought. Yeah, there's a bar in
I've never
Chicago
seen that.
where it's like you go and you bet like cash, and they have a bunch of turtles.
It's like Animal Cruelty, but
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do chicken shit bingo here. That's ours.
Okay. Also Animal Cruelty.
Chickens can't think.
Yeah.
No, they think.
What do they think?
I don't want to be here.
This sucks.
This sucks.
They're all suicidal.
So what happens when you get to the bar?
Well, we get to the bar, and then it's a bunch of like leather daddies out front who are older fellas than I would. They see me and my friend Diego walking in, my friend Dan, and he's like, "You're a lucky fella." I felt like the Prince of Boys Town. And I was getting a bunch of free drinks. It's like pool upstairs. I'm like, it's basically a biker like bar with guys with like asses out, and then
wait, you didn't question him at this point?
No, I did.
Well,
I was like, oh, I got tricked, but this seems like a somewhat like it's just a gay bar. It's a normal gay bar, and then someone's like, you should check out the basement.
No.
Yeah.
No, you should never. By the way, that's a sentence that like people shouldn't say to each other. And then secondly, like at a gay bar, you never want to check out the basement.
No, you always want to check out the basement.
No, we want to check out the basement.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were saying that you didn't want to check out the basement.
Well, I actually also wouldn't go to the basement, but that's my own issues.
Basement. Yeah. Basement.
Did you go to the basement?
I did.
Oh.
Dude, it smelled crazy. Smelled terrible.
Yeah.
Horrible smell.
Like man sex?
I wouldn't even say man. It smelled like football locker room. It was just sweat.
That's man sex.
Okay.
Were they was it like a dancing base? Because sometimes basements.
It was not. It was. It went from dive bar to pornography very
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
Immediately, it's BDSM, like these things where you could just like get chained up, and then further back,
It was
it's
a
just-
dungeon?
Yeah, it's a dungeon. And then-
It's a basement dungeon?
yes.
That's at Highland, same thing.
Yeah.
Except they kind of like disguise it as like there's dancing. There
Oh,
is
yeah.
dancing, but it's mostly you go there for the corners.
Yes, there's no hiding it. And then
So you go to the basement.
and then I just see past, and there's like it's just like showers, like gym showers, and it's all just like sex, and so I got a whiff of that, and then I went back upstairs.
But they were showering. It wasn't clean.
The showers were not on. It was just
Oh.
it felt like a
Aesthetically.
saw basement. It was like not clean. It was very dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have to remember that, like, when men are having sex with other men, like, cleanliness isn't. There's not a woman there to be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna do this unless you clean your sheets." You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's actually, I like that because that's like a utilitarian way to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just guys.
And not
Gay
only
guys aren't
guys,
better.
It's bikers.
Yeah, who are like the gross gay guys.
Yeah.
They don't have like
Yeah.
nice wallpaper
They've been
at their house.
sitting for fucking 4 hours on their bike.
Oh yeah,
It's
just
raw.
clenching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
that's
is fine.
sick.
It's
So
fine
that
by me. I learned the apple cider trick. I'm fine.
Yeah, the apple cider
Hey,
trick
What
to
is
save
the
lives.
apple cider?
After
trick?
you suck dick, you should always, especially if your tonsils in, gargle with apple cider vinegar so you don't get strep throat.
Okay.
Do a lot of
Yeah.
people not have their tonsils in?
I have my tonsils.
I think
in.
most people have their tonsils in.
I think most
Yeah.
people don't.
No, you
No,
don't.
you're
It's not
thinking
like
wisdom
that's
teeth.
wisdom teeth.
And I knew a lot of kids who got their tonsils taken out.
I thought you only get them out if they're
Yeah.
tonsillitis.
But don't you remember in high school, like, or in elementary school, they'd be like, "Oh, Tommy's not here. You have to get his tonsils taken out."
I remember that about as frequently as appendix getting taken out, which was not very.
I
Yeah, which is like
always
twice.
wanted my
Yeah.
appendix to be taken out.
Me too.
I know, it's so fun.
I'm
Like,
always
every
like-
day I'd be like, "Oh, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts." My mom would be like, "It's gas."
What movie was it? I think it was like Matilda. Was it Matilda?
No, my brother had to get his appendix taken out, so I was like, "Oh, this is huge."
Oh. Because I think at the beginning of Matilda, she's like, "Oh fuck," and then like she was French or something.
Do we all have an appendix? here?
Matilda?
Yeah.
No,
I'm pretty sure-
Matilda had magic powers.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito was in that one.
What was I thinking of?
I don't know.
I was thinking of the French one.
Emily?
Oh, maybe. I don't
Amelie?
know.
Amelie? Yeah.
Amelie?
It's crazy that you had to say Amelie.
So, like, so
Really, I
you
think
go,
you mean Amelie.
Yeah.
you see gay sex, you go, "Oh, not for me."
I was like, these fellas look like they're having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You-
yeah, I was like not in the.
You to me
mind
look like
space.
somebody who gets approached by men a lot.
Yes. Oh yes. That's most of my Instagram requests. Are people asking for more shirtless photos or more? Or feet pics, stuff like that.
They want feet pics?
Yeah. Well, my bio used to be like foot pics for $30.
Did you get money for it?
I did a little bit during the pandemic when I was really poor, but
Yeah.
I try not to.
Talk about that.
Yeah, and engage anymore.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah. Do you feel ashamed about that?
No, not
Yeah.
at all. I mean,
No.
my feet are on the internet for free. So,
Okay,
you
why?
know.
Well, you're selling it to fucking faggots to jerk off to.
Well,
So
I mean, maybe they could have been women. I don't know.
it wasn't.
It wasn't.
No, I
women.
don't think so. I like to be optimistic. Did the Burt Reynolds thing. Remember when he shot for Playgirl? And then
Oh,
he got
yeah.
mad because he's like, "Oh, I didn't know gay guys were jerking. I thought women wanted
Yeah.
these photos of me laying on a bearskin rug."
That's like every straight guy that's always like, no. My fans are women. You're like, no, it's gay men.
Yeah.
It's gay men wanting to fuck you.
Yeah.
Do you watch 90 Day Fiance?
No,
Yes,
it gives me
I do.
anxiety.
You know
Oh, I
Gino,
love
the like
Yeah, with the hats.
Yeah,
he
the
brings
hat.
so many hats.
oh god, I love that. That guy, there's something wrong with him, but his wife is Brazilian and just like this boss ass bitch, and I fucking love her. But he was in the side, he was talking, they haven't had sex in like a year, and he was talking about porn, and she accused him of having a porn addiction. And so the guy was like, "What kind of porn do you watch?" And they bleeped it out. But he said he just likes the BJ videos. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't
weird.
like that, Gino.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I
good.
love the
'Cause that-
BJ videos.
What?
Right,
just
because
the-
But you're the one giving the BJs.
Yeah, of course.
yeah,
right.
Gino is not imagining that. He's with a woman.
Oh yeah. Well, that's sad.
Right.
Gino's a weird guy because why would you go through the rigmarole of getting an immigrant wife if you're not even gonna fuck the immigrant wife?
I'm sure she doesn't want to fuck him.
No, she's
she does.
begging
She's
for
begging
it,
for
dude. She's begging
Dude,
for Gino's
He's
cock.
gay. He's
No.
gay.
No. But she'll ask him, she'll be like, "So you want to like touch me here?" And he's like, I told you no. I've been hurt. He's like, and she's like this gorgeous, huge tits. Like, she's so beautiful. And he like looks barely alive. Like
He's
he
the
looks
bald
barely
guy
alive.
that like when you go down to like Florida, you see the bald guy with the Cuban shirt and the fedora,
Yeah.
but like the
but
beach
that
fedora. That's what he
plus
is.
alcohol fetal syndrome. Like something is very wrong with Gino.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, you hurt me. You never like, but he loves to be taking control of someone. I was like, Gino, let her fucking do it.
Gino's incredible because what'll happen is she'll start talking shit on his outfits and she'll be like, you and your goddamn hat, and she'll take the hat and she'll throw it out the window, and then he just goes in his suitcase and pulls out another fucking hat, dude.
Dude, and he looks so like the hats are so bad. The hats are
Of
so
course.
bad.
Any guy who's like his thing is hats. If it's not baseball caps because he's bald,
Yeah.
is a loser.
You
there's
can get away with cowboy hat.
I like a cowboy hat.
Maybe here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. In New York, they were
In
in
New
cowboy.
York, crazy.
Yeah.
Cowboy hat is crazy.
No, yeah, girls aren't gonna fuck you in a cowboy hat in New York.
Gorsuch, is that the hat store that's here? Whatever. There's one that's on Congress, and every time I'm like,
Allen's boots.
it's near there.
Yeah.
But you go into the hat store and you're like, oh, I could maybe be a hat, and then you go in there, you're like, ugh, no. There's like cards in the brim.
Oh yeah,
Like,
so you get the
no.
Joker card in your
Yeah.
hat. That's
I'm like, I'm not
that's
gonna
so
do that.
cool.
Plus, like, if you can't wear the hat while you drive, is it worth it?
Yeah.
Think if you have a cowboy hat, you're driving like this, you know?
You spend too much time in the car.
I do spend a lot of time. in the
Also,
car.
there's something.
No one wears the outfit for their car.
I wear an outfit for my car.
Like, that's why I never understood driver gloves. Like, what are you doing?
To me, there's something like if it's not a baseball cap, there's something so gay about wearing hats that I just think like because you put it on, you thought like, ooh, look at me, I have a fucking hat on. You know what I mean? Which is just like it's like singing. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
Singing.
yeah. Anytime a straight man singing, I'm like, you're gay.
You're gay.
Interesting.
You don't feel that-
karaoke.
Gay.
Gay.
Well,
Yeah.
unless he's hammered and he has his arm around his best
Yeah.
friend and they're screaming the words,
Yeah,
which would
it's like
get me.
Eminem or
Yeah,
something.
I would get like rock hard.
Okay.
That makes me
His
gay
shirt
for
is
watching
untucked.
it.
Yeah, shirt's untucked, and he's like hammered. He's got like Irish red face that says
Yeah.
like I beat the shit out of my wife and gay guys. I'd be like, yeah, here we go.
And it's probably Journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Journey, Eminem. Who I don't think there's anyone else.
I don't think so either.
What?
No, I'm trying to think if there's any other.
Kid Rock.
Yeah, Kid Rock, I guess.
Well, what even is a Kid Rock song?
Picture?
with the
Oh, did the bang, bang, digga, digga,
That's crazy.
Sorry, he shoots Bud Light. I'm sorry. We can't like Bud Light anymore.
Oh, no, we can.
I don't. Oh no, I'm not allowed to.
Oh, okay. So you. Oh yeah. Colton has a drinking problem.
He tried to intervention me on the Patreon.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's what the Patreon's for, is to say like you
Yeah.
have a problem. I go, this is behind the paywall.
I've done it to him
Commodify your
weeks
real...
in a row, and he does it to me once, and I'm like, I hate the Patreon.
By the way, every other Patreon episode is me and you guys being like, you need therapy, you need help, your emotions are dysregulated, and then I go like, I think you have a drinking problem. You're like, wow, I'll quit drinking when you go to therapy. I'm like, okay, this is what people pay for. Do you have a drinking problem?
No, I don't. I was drinking very heavily when I was younger, and then I got sober for like a year and a half, and then I re-entered with like a sense of moderation.
And it hasn't been a problem.
No, it hasn't been a problem
How old are
since
you?
then. I'm 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could still develop.
Yeah,
I
guess so.
didn't start my coke habit till 29.
Oh, okay. Well, I have
lot to look
more,
forward
I have-
to.
Yeah, more stories on the horizon.
Yeah, I feel like you and Chloe will keep it sober a couple.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sober, but
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
Chloe has to be.
yeah, she does have to be. She has
Honestly,
to
I've
be.
never related to anybody more where I go, they want us to stop, don't they?
yeah. You and Chloe are the same person, just different genders.
We just look at each other like they can't handle us.
I mean, do you turn into a different person when you drink?
No, it's actually what we've experienced is I close off while I'm drinking, but then when I'm sober, I'm manic.
Oh, okay. So it's the back and forth that really.
And then
fucks
I
you
try to
up. Okay.
regulate myself because I'm too high
Mhm.
with alcohol and bring it back down.
And then you start.
And then I start drinking
up.
more because I
Yeah.
can't come down enough.
Classic.
So it's more of an anxiety thing.
But
I think.
Yeah.
when you met Chloe, she was blackout drunk, right?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
What do you mean you didn't know that?
No, she was sitting I walked into the green room at Laugh Boston, and she was sitting there just talking to Ryan and JJ. I introduced myself quickly, and then I went on stage.
Yeah.
And she's having a drink, but she didn't seem like intoxicated or
Didn't she
anything.
run the light by like 15 minutes and
Yes.
she was laying down on the
Yes.
stage?
Yes. I brought
mumbling about how she just had sex with a gay man?
I didn't listen to the set, but I'm sure she could have. No. So yeah, I bring her up first, and then she's supposed to do 8, and she does 17.
Which, if you don't know comedy, is really not okay.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah. She was getting the light from 3 different places. I was giving it to her. And then she's supposed to bring up the feature because we're just doing the shotgun, and she brings up the headliner, which is don't do that.
Yeah.
So I have to run from the crowd up there and reset the room and bring up the feature. And the club at that point cut her off. I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
The club cuts you off. That's bad.
That's
bad.
bad.
And if you're the
If you're the guest spot, yeah.
Yes. You're not even being paid from them.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I'm sitting in the green room. She comes in and she sits on my lap, and she
A drunk girl sitting on your lap is so crazy.
Yeah, but she was talking like she
Normal.
wasn't. She was talking normal. I was like, oh, okay, maybe she's just like dumb or doesn't do comedy very much or something.
Maybe she's dumb.
I'm gonna give her the benefit of the
Yeah.
doubt and assume
She's a dumb one.
Because I only saw her having one drink, and it was like the same drink the whole time. I was like, there's no way she could be drunk from this.
Yeah.
And she opens her purse, and she's got like a bag of mushrooms, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. And she's like, I've been eating these mushrooms. They're really good. And she's just been eating them like one at a time, just when she feels like it.
Yeah.
And she's like, here, try some. And she grabs a big handful and shoves it in my mouth and is like holding my mouth shut. And I'm like, I just want to see how much I pay. Yeah, she's going, and I'm like, I just want to see how much I'm taking. And she's like, swallow. And she's doing the thing like when you're trying to get your dog to swallow a pill. She's like forcing
By the way,
the mushrooms.
He's
down my
talking about
throat.
his current girlfriend.
Yeah.
This isn't an ex.
And I just thought she was maybe dumb or something.
I didn't know. And, yeah.
Did you swallow the mushrooms?
I did swallow the mushrooms.
Yeah, you're fun.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, I had been drinking at that point. It was the
Yeah.
last show of the weekend. I was like, okay, and I'm in Boston. I'm in a nice hotel. I might as well, enjoy myself. And then, then I was fully tripping in like 45 minutes later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I didn't sleep. I went right to the airport.
Oh.
Yeah, mushrooms to the airport.
And you thought, and I found the love of my life.
Oh, no.
Who was that girl that
Yeah.
did that to me?
Who's that girl that she MK Ultra'd me? That's what she really did.
Yeah.
She brainwashed me.
Do you find that a lot of the girls that you've dated are like,
That's great for the audio.
Yeah,
listeners.
yeah.
Flappers?
Yeah,
people,
flappers.
people watch this podcast?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No one- okay. I don't know if they're like this, but they're all they've all been some kind of unstable, I guess. It's the previous one had BPD, and that was was a painful exit, and then the one before that was, I don't even know. She thought she had all these medical problems, and she was lying about them.
Hypochondriac.
Yes, I think she was trying to do it to manipulate me. She would like hide my keys and stuff like that. So I was
Hide your
out
keys?
of that
What
one.
the fuck? She sounds like a cat.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, no, if you hide the keys, he can't leave.
Yeah, exactly. She would like
That's
hide my
so
keys
crazy.
and wallet so I couldn't leave. And yeah,
That's so good.
This was also a pandemic relationship, so I was like already like kind of like and this is like the first like woman I've been like see. So we were together for like 5 months.
We'll
My-
look back
during
at the
the
pandemic
pandemic.
as like the worst decisions of all of our lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was losing my mind.
Yeah, I was like jerking off on Chatterbait. It was like insane.
For tips or just the other way? You were
For tips.
Yeah.
For tips. Thank you. That's crazy.
You're paying.
When I was in college freshman year, my girlfriend 4 months in told me that she was bipolar, but she was like really hated the way her pills made her feel.
Yeah.
So she was considering going off of them.
Everyone
and
who's bipolar hates the way their pills make them
Yeah,
feel. It's like, yeah.
And she was always like, she asked me, she's like, do you think I should go off them? And I was like, well, it sounds like you're on them for a reason. Maybe we should talk to a professional. And then the next day she was like, I'm off them. Fuck that. And I was like, okay. And then I didn't see her for a month.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know, but she went back on her pills, and 3 months later we tried it again.
Oh.
And then she found out I was having sex with a dude and called me a faggot.
Women hate that. So we found that when women find out that you do something a little bit gay, they turn very homophobic.
Very.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking. You should see the stuff I posted.
Do you get shit for your Instagram?
I guess so, a little bit. Chloe, bothers Chloe.
Wait, what are you posting?
Oh,
there?
I don't know. It's just like some like I'll do like some like reaction videos where it'll just be like the thing. It's like one of them will be like a woman saying like on TikTok like women don't understand that men need time alone with each other with other men to, and then just hard cut to like my roommate having fucked me in the ass or something like that.
Yeah.
I tried to get
jokes like
one of
that.
my roommates to do that to me, and he wouldn't do it.
Well, it's not fun
Well,
when
not-
we're gay.
Yeah.
Guys don't play these games with us. You know what I mean? It's kind
Yeah.
of like how I'm sure you in high school or middle school, you guys were all watching porn together, maybe jerking off.
Yeah.
But like
that's
we
a
weren't
very
invited
normal-
to those.
Really?
Yeah, because they could sniff out the gay on us. They knew we wanted to be
Interesting.
there too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
'cause
guys were like what, picking a corner?
I don't know if it was picking a corner. It was like it would just be like the one friend who was like always like who had like the older brother who would like show them like all
Yeah.
this stuff. He would like just pull it up on like the TV or the computer, and then it's just
The
like
TV.
yeah.
Big.
Yeah,
TV
TV's
TV's
crazy. Just like you're playing like Mario Kart or something, and he just input.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
shows up.
exactly. Yeah, and then yeah, I guess it was like pillow barriers on like a big U-shaped couch.
Yeah, whoa,
Yeah.
that's hot.
Wait, pillow barriers?
Yeah, like
lesbian
a- like-
prevention guard.
Like you can't see any, but you,
Right. But so
it's-
did he go
yeah.
get pillows?
It's like
Did he have to run to get the pillows from another room?
No, there were a lot of throw pillows on the couch, but
my
God.
yeah, it's like you know how like you see like a fighter pilot, you can't see their hands, but you just see the head and the that's like,
Gay
that's like the
podcast.
view of like the
That's
you can see their.
so-
It's
Yeah, you
actually
can-
gayer to see your friend's face while you nuts.
well, you're not
But
looking at
the vinegar
friend's
strokes
face.
just-
What's the vinegar stroke?
That's like the ooh face,
The face you make when
yeah.
you come,
Like,
your O
yeah.
face. Yeah.
I love when guys make that face.
Well, vinegar strokes, I think, is just depending on whatever your face is. It doesn't say a specific type.
Oh,
Like everyone's is different.
this is like almost nothing to do with what you guys just said, but my my old neighbor in Portland used to get fucking banged out by this hot guy all the time, but they were right above me, and if my window was open, I would hear him come every single time, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah," and I was thinking like, he sounds like a bitch when he comes.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
you
there's a
should-
gay porn star that I liked, but then I saw him complaining at the VIP security guard that he couldn't let his friend in. I was like, oh, he sounds a little whiny. He's not the daddy I thought he was.
Oh my god, I sucked off this guy a couple of times. So I used to my apartment used to be called the Suck Shack. So I went through I like lost a bunch of weight and I had a studio apartment, so I would like invite straight guys over to suck their dick all the time. And this one guy, I would suck him off a couple of times, and then one time I was in Best Buy buying something like a cord, and he was screaming at the woman at Best Buy because she wouldn't return his product. And I remember thinking like, I cannot believe I sucked you off so many times.
Oh.
And you would never do it again.
No.
Okay.
I can't be like, you belittled that worker.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
not hot.
I just
Andy,
remember
like,
him being
sounded
like,
really
oh,
gay
please,
about it.
please. It's like, oh, I don't like that. Oh, I used to say that my Chip's face is like he's about to ruin the ending of Harry Potter. You know, like he's like,
He's
man,
got a
he doesn't
secret
know,
to
but he
tell you?
doesn't know if you've seen it yet. You know?
Spoiler alert face.
Yeah, it's like
Oh gosh, it's so, sex is
Like
so
when he's
embarrassing.
deciding whether or not to sneeze.
yeah, like
Oh, I hate that.
oh, with the lips move. Well, that's my favorite.
Oh,
You're
what sucks is like we're on a podcast, so we talk about our lives, but poor Chip is just like, I'm not on a podcast, and people know what my O face looks like now.
Well, I don't know what mine looks like. I'd have to do it in a mirror
Yeah.
to really tell you. I don't know if that's accurate, but when I look at it, I go, yeah. Well,
Sex is just so embarrassing because in the moment it's so earnest where you're like, I'm so fucking horny and this is so hot. And then you come and you're like, I should kill myself.
Yeah. There's a lot of shame with because you're just falling to your animalistic urges.
Yeah. And then you come back to reality and you're like, whoa.
I'm a human.
Yeah.
That's
It's
how I
sick.
feel. I feel that way after like role play because I really commit to the role.
Yeah, you got
So then I
costumes and
but
stuff.
like so that like animal urge pushes the character into a
Yeah.
place that I don't necessarily feel comfortable.
Okay.
So then I'll be
Where all of a
like,
sudden you're like, I'm 17.
yeah, I'm like, what did I-
And then you're like, what are we doing? Some fucking predator thing?
yeah, what did I say and why did you like it?
And why did I type it out on Grindr? It's sick.
17.
I'm 17. That's what all men want. Have you ever done anything gay?
Yeah, one. I had one gay experience, and it was I'd say it was negative because I was tricked. Because I was tricked.
You don't
I was
say.
tricked.
You get tricked a lot.
You're trick
What?
easy.
I was tricked. Yeah, I guess
This
I was
Twink
right.
got tricked.
We got a dumb one.
Yeah, maybe I'm
We got
yeah,
a
I'm
dumb
the
one. We got a
one.
dumb Twink on our hands.
I was in a van and she said she was blowing me. I had a blindfold.
Those were like one of my first experiences with porn. It was that was crazy. You ever seen those bait bus?
The bang bus.
No, it's bait
sorry,
bus.
bus.
Where it's like
No.
they get guys off the street and it's like a girl with like huge tits and she's like, "Do you want a blowjob?"
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And then he starts sucking it and then like because he has a blindfold on and then there's a guy in the thing and he
Oh.
takes it off. He goes, "I'm not a fucking faggot."
And then starts butt fucking him.
Oh yeah, minutes later they're butt fucking. You go like, "Whoa."
I have not. No, I've not seen.
Never
I've not
seen that?
I've seen the Japanese game show where they have like guys come on to prove how straight they are, and then there's like a panel of judges, and there's like a curtain, and the guy blows him, and he's like, "I'm not gonna come from a guy," and they come every time.
That's a
amazing.
TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta watch.
We gotta
that for
watch
the
it.
Yeah,
show.
Yeah,
we'll be
Patreon,
watching that on the
yeah.
Patreon.
Oh wow! Wait, so you had one bad gay experience? What
Yes.
happened?
I was very drunk. This is right when I moved to Chicago. I was like 18, 19, and talking to a girl on Tinder. She says she wants me to come and hook up. And I was like, that's great. And then she's like, there's only one problem. My roommate wants to watch like a cuck thing.
There's only one problem.
Yeah, that's not what she said, but that's in my head. That's how I write it. Yeah.
It's like you weren't tricked.
Yeah, it's only one problem. No, but she was like, my roommate wants to watch. It's like into like cuck stuff, and I was like, okay, I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
Was like very drunk, and then I go over there, and
Roommate?
her roommate. I guess I don't know.
It's not
Maybe
a
it was
cuck-
her boyfriend.
That's
or
what.
something.
Yeah.
maybe it was- I
You don't
know.
get cucked if it's your roommate.
Yeah, I get whatever it is, whatever their relationship was. I was in like looking too hard. Like, well, what is this dynamic actually? I was just like,
He never
okay,
does the
yeah.
dishes and he always cucks me.
Yeah, I was like, you're gonna suck me off. Sure, the guy could be there. I don't care. Yeah, I was like, whatever. And
Cool.
so I went over there, and then she was blowing me, and it felt good. So I was like, I closed my eyes a little bit, and that's when he
Big mistake.
snuck in. He crawls over, and he starts. And I looked down because I felt the bristles of his beard, and I was like, nah, and I had to get out of there. I was a very awkward
You know what's
exit
so
as well.
sad is that this happens so often when you ask a straight guy, "Have you ever had a gay experience?" And then they go into like their sexual assault story. You go like, "Yeah," you're like, "Yeah, so that's not what we meant. We meant fun, Eric. The question wasn't, were you assaulted?"
I was like, oh, dang,
Oh no!
that's not
Lit-
funny at
Every
all.
straight guy, I'll be like, I'll be on stage because I ask guys a lot if they've ever done anything gay, and they're like, "Well, when I was 11, my neighbor." I go, "Whoa, that's child on child sexual abuse." I go, "I don't want to hear about it." Oh yeah, so you just got up and left,
Yeah, I was just like, this is not what I
Did they
signed up
say
for.
anything?
or did you give a little speech to say like,
No.
"This is wrong"?
No, I was probably too drunk. I was like, this is not what I said. It's probably something like, this is not what I signed up for. I gotta get out of
It'd
here.
be so funny if you like got up and you're like, "Listen, I Gay people are cool.
Yeah.
Not for me though.
Oh no, I was like, I don't care what you think this percent. You know, you snuck over here.
Yeah.
You know what you did.
Now,
He doesn't. If he would have wanted me to like, he wouldn't have crawled. That's what I'm saying. It's like
yeah,
he
we
wouldn't
need
have crawled.
we need a shirt that says something like I don't mind you cuck, just don't snuck. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something there.
Yeah, snuck and cuck.
Something there.
Am I
Have the.
What's she doing? She's like, I'll help you assault somebody
Oh
else.
yeah.
yeah, I
Did she
guess so.
sit? Did she go to the chair he was sitting in?
No, she was kneeling right there.
Was she
still.
smiling?
I
You look
don't.
over, she's like, do you like it?
I don't.
She was like,
remember.
sorry.
Like she made me cookies, and I was like, "How are they? How are they?"
She's like, sorry. He said he'd do the dishes for a month. The roommate dynamic is crazy.
the roommate's crazy.
I would have
Yeah.
asked so many questions.
Yeah.
Was
no,
that the
I-
only time you hit her up, or did you hit her up again?
No,
Okay.
that was the only. I just matched with her that evening.
Well, yeah, but you're a comic, and I know comics. I'd be like, I mean, it was one bad experience.
No,
What are you
I'll
gonna write
go-
her off
I'll go
completely?
back,
She seemed
yeah.
like a nice girl.
Next
No.
time, I'll ask him to leave the room and lock the door.
Yeah,
And he just sneaks in through the window. God damn it!
And I keep getting tricked.
It's
Yeah.
actually kind of like the video game of like those building the walls to keep them out, the
Yeah,
zombies.
yes,
But he's
exactly.
actually just a gay rapist.
It's a reverse escape room.
Hey guys, thank you so much for supporting our podcast by listening. If you'd like to support and make sure that we keep on making episodes, head over to our Patreon.
And that's a threat because we can you clip this up? We have bonus weekly episodes. We're doing watch-alongs with Queer folks and other TV shows that we all love, and you get early access to the Monday episode every single Friday, plus access to our Discord where everybody chats and shows pictures of their cock.
It's becoming a real community.
We are creating a universe.
No, and you guys are a part of it. Head over to patreon.com/someofthisisobad. You guys, thank you.
Thank you.
Now
And
enjoy the show, you fucking
fucking
pigs.
That's so funny. And
Yeah.
did you leave being like, well, that was crazy? Or did you feel like actually bad about it?
I left being like,
That's how I met
I
JJ
should-
Lieberman.
I love JJ. No, he's always trying to get me to do stuff like that. But
I was just talking to JJ the other night. He goes, I'm done with gay stuff.
Yeah.
of
He goes,
course,
I'm only dating women now.
He said that to me too.
He goes, gay guys, they're lonely. They get old, they have no one.
yeah.
He goes, he's not gonna be me.
No, that's not what he said to me. He goes,
Oh,
"Yeah,
and then he
none
goes,
of
but
the
he goes,
guys
but
around here fucking like me. Apparently, I'm too fucking old or something."
Oh yeah. He didn't say that to me too. He goes, you try to be in your fucking 40s and being gay. It's miserable. I'm dating women. I go, oh, yeah, Colton. He goes, yeah, but I like the way Colton looks. I go, okay, JJ, calm down.
Yeah, it's always like the gay scene out here sucks. So like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm going home, but it's gonna see ya.
Oh, it's so funny. But yeah, but you just left and you were kind of like, all right, well, that was an experience, or were you like, I was assaulted?
Is this the first time you're
I
bringing
left
it
like
up?
I should have seen that coming. That's what it felt like. I was like, should see.
What was he wearing?
He was wearing like sweatpants and like a brown hoodie and like
Ooh.
he's not like if you see him like no, I would never be like that's a gay guy.
Yeah.
I'd
And if
like-
you saw us, would you be like, those are gay guys?
I would say a much higher chance than me saying that
This
guy's
guy.
a this guy
So
looks,
if I was
yeah,
like,
he-
yeah, I like to be cucked by my roommate, would you be like, you can't sit in here? Not you. We didn't invite you to the jack off parties on purpose, Colton.
no, I still would have been like I agreed to the contract beforehand. I gotta honor my.
Did you? No.
You're gonna follow through?
I mean, I like if you start crawling, I might.
I'm
get a
like,
little
I won't
suspicious,
crawl,
yeah.
but I am gonna.
Only
He's
hardwood floors.
like, okay, but you have to put up a pillow barrier. I'm like, okay, you gonna pillow barrier me?
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
Now, when you walked into the apartment, did you introduce yourself to that guy too? Like,
Yeah.
do you give him a handshake? Like, oh, hey, buddy, I'll
Because
see you
in
in there.
straight world, you guys like do talking, right?
Yeah, we have to talk a bit.
Yeah, no. Well,
We're like, how's the game?
I walked in and they were watching like Futurama or something, and they were like having like drinks, and they're like, "You want a drink?" And I'm lucky that that didn't have anything in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it was like pretty casual. Like it felt like it's like, oh, you go to a new person's house, this is their roommate. It didn't feel sexual until like that she was like, okay, you want to pull your dick out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you did it in like the living room?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. I will say that like so many you think when you're growing up, like sex is gonna be like so hot and fun, and then there's just like Futurama playing in the background. Like,
Yeah.
the amount of times I've been like fucking and it's like Family Guy's on the TV. I'm like, can we fucking turn Family Guy off for 3 seconds? This is crazy.
Yeah, so I watched so much football over the break and jerked off and had lots of sex during it. And I was in the grade room last time. They're like, "Oh, did like football get you turned on?" I was like, "No, like it just was on." It's like I've had sex to Milan, but I didn't have sex because of Mulan.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Or Peppa Pig or whatever. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, what? Babe the Pig?
Yeah, I said Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
Sometimes though, I'm like, when I'm
Oh,
looking at it,
not
I'm like,
that
I actually do like this episode, and I would like to watch it.
This.
That must be
Right now.
bad
Whoever's
sex
on.
though.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
sometimes it's okay sex, and you're kind of like, yeah, but I love Practical Magic.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like it's playing on the TV.
You
Yeah.
put up Practical Magic?
No, I don't put on anything.
As if
'cause I don't-
Dylan's like, I'll blow you after Impractical Jokers.
Yeah,
I don't like
Jokers.
I don't like being in
Yeah,
charge of like the setting. Like when guys were coming over to my apartment to hook up, I didn't even have a TV. Sometimes I'd be playing music, but even my music taste to me is like so personal that it felt like I didn't want them to know what it was.
Well, yeah, but also like sad lesbian music isn't going to be the vibe.
Yeah. Like nobody's coming in being like getting their cocktail being like, "Is this Phoebe Bridgers?" I'd be like, "It is. It is."
He's like,
You know, Delaney Bailey, the next one up.
She is so good though.
He's like, hey,
It's
you don't have to
Delaney.
finish if you're going through something. You're like, no.
Yeah, no, it's sad,
No, I love
but
this song.
yeah, but I don't like controlling the aspects. But I like someone when you walk in, they have like fun lights on and like good music.
But
You
I
want to
think-
walk
yeah.
into like a red bedroom? Or, I mean,
I
like
have.
see, that's too much. That's
Yeah.
like what's gonna happen is intense.
Yeah, but sometimes it's fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
sure, I guess, but
You never walked into a red bedroom?
no, but it's like I want to like I
Hey,
want
too,
to.
have you been in my house?
No, well, okay. For context,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like a lot immediately. Like if you had walked in and he didn't meet her, and then the first thing is just like red mood lighting everywhere.
Yeah.
That'd be too much, I think.
That would be a lot. Although I did keep my my apartment. I'd like in Chicago, my last apartment. It was 30-foot high, like cathedral ceilings in like
Cool.
the living
What?
room, which was crazy.
Yeah.
It was on the
Awesome.
top floor, and I had the whole room was red, but
Yeah.
it's because it keeps you awake.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's good. For
I got the
your
Amazon
brain.
light, so I'm like, Alexa, make it red.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then I may say, Alexa, make it white when I wake up. And I'm like, fuck, I hate mornings. You know? I can't tell if I hate mornings
Who cares?
or if I'm just hungover. That's the,
Oh,
you
you're
know.
hungover.
Right. But I think that there's something there. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Have you ever done Coke?
Yeah. I don't like it. I
Yeah.
get sinus infections very easily.
Oh, yeah.
Sensitive.
Yeah, very sensitive.
Do you have
nostrils.
a deviated septum?
I don't have a deviated septum. I do have very tight sinuses, though.
Mm-hmm.
Very nasally voice.
Did
can hear.
you have such a deep voice. Your voice is what I used to do when I was 13.
Yeah,
when anybody
same.
would call.
A lot of people have said, especially when I was like 13, 14, and my
Yeah.
voice was changing. Everyone's like, "Stop doing that." And
Yeah.
I was just like, "This is what I sound," and my body hadn't changed yet, so no one believed me.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
like women.
yeah.
But I was doing that. I was really, hey, this is the Dowling Residences.
There was a kid at my high school that just did the Batman voice. He'd
Yeah.
be like, "Hi, my name's Jesse Hustleton."
But I feel like a deep voice is like,
I like
being
it.
tall. Like it's a huge factor.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what it's like to not have a.
That's how I feel about being tall. People go, "I wish
Yeah.
I was tall." I go, "It's fine."
I know the conversation has been like you get hit on by gay guys a lot, right?
Yes.
I bet the conversation was this guy's 18, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't know he's gay yet. Come over, we'll help him come out of the closet.
Yeah. I'll show you that it's not. Yeah.
It's a gamble when you're helping somebody. Sometimes it is assault.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you gotta. Maybe they could use more words.
People don't talk
Yeah.
about the trauma of the straight twink.
They don't. You know,
No,
what?
yeah,
That's
they-
actually what I came on here to talk
Yeah,
about. Thank
no,
you for bringing it up.
before,
thought
I mean, like,
this is a very important.
Were you
thing.
called gay in high school?
Just by like friends and stuff.
Yeah.
I
Not by,
would say like
Popular kid. Were you popular?
I was not popular. I was like a stoner kid. I just like sold drugs and stuff.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty popular.
Yeah, I guess
It's
so.
popular for the wrong reason.
Yeah, you're never
so-
really friends with your dealer.
Yeah, I wasn't like. I also like was friends with like a lot of like the older kids.
Yeah.
and so it's like I wasn't friends with a lot of kids in my grade. And then like last year of high school, I got like a modeling contract, and then immediately all the popular kids wanted to be friends with me, and I was just like not interested.
Did you feel good about yourself when you had the modeling contract, or was it one of those ones where like they come to the school and they're like, you pay us $2,500?
Oh no. I spoke to someone who was in contact with a bunch of agencies in Chicago, and they were interested in me, and then one of them signed me.
Were you with Ford?
I was not with Ford. Ford was one of the ones that was interested though right away, but I signed with like a smaller boutique one in Chicago.
That's cool.
What did you do for modeling?
I did a lot of stuff, a lot of like print and like lifestyle stuff. So like PD light commercials, Motorola commercials.
Good money?
Oh yeah, it was especially when I
yeah.
was like 18, 19, 20. Great money, yeah. And what was the best one? The Motorola Pedialyte. I did stuff for Nike and then Burberry, a few other things. But those are like the ones that you maybe have heard of.
It's a very small amount of models turned comedians.
Yeah, I mean, I'd already started stand up though.
Oh, really?
I'd done a few open mics
In high school?
Yeah.
I hate that. I fucking hate when high schoolers start doing stand-up.
I feel like it's a Chicago thing. A
It
lot of
does
these
feel
like
that way.
Midwest comedians have the confidence to try it at like 16.
Yeah.
And it's just like that didn't happen in Jersey, you know?
Yeah, or Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
I just get pissed because I'm like, you shouldn't have been able to start earlier than me.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was also like, I don't know. I didn't fit in. I was like, I'm not finishing college.
Yeah.
I knew that pretty early. So it's like, I need to.
I
figure
thought you went to
something else
grad
out.
school.
I went to a graduate program. It's like grad. It's not grad school. It's
Okay,
it's a 1 year like program for like film production.
Okay.
And so I did a year and a half of college. Did that for
Okay.
a year and then was done.
Okay. But you never graduated college.
No,
Good for you.
I don't understand what a graduate program is.
it was based on.
It's like a certificate.
Yeah, it was like. Yeah, it's a certificate.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is
yeah.
sneaky to say, oh, I met him in a graduate program and then it not be graduate school.
Yes.
But
That's what I say
it's
on
like a
LinkedIn.
certificate.
Okay. Yeah. No, I know exactly what it is. Then.
Yeah.
Well, you graduated high school,
Yes,
which
I
is huge.
graduated high school.
I also didn't really go to college. And I think that's the best way to do it as a stand-up comedian.
Yeah. Well, you don't have the debt.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was worried about.
I don't have the debt.
I know. I looked at it and I go,
No,
I
the
forgot
best way
you.
to do it is be rich.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then
Yeah.
not do stand up.
Yeah. Oh my
and
God.
do ketamine instead.
Oh no, I've thought about. I actually
I just did
put out
ketamine
the
for the first
vibes.
time.
I think I maybe won the lottery tonight.
Really?
Well, I don't know, but I have a pretty good feeling.
I don't.
You got a ticket?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I am participating is what I mean. And I thought about like what would you do if you won? It's $26 million payout.
Okay. And so after taxes, what is that like?
No,
Immediately-
26 is the payout.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I would do. I immediately call a lawyer, figure out if I can make it anonymous, and do everything I can to like not destroy my family. Because if they got a lump sum, they're fucked.
Oh, I would put barriers against myself.
Oh, and I have to protect myself from my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean fucked? Like they
Like
just,
my family's the type of poor that like if I gave my dad a lump sum, if I gave my dad $1 million today, he'd be dead in a year.
Oh.
Oh, I went through. I was like,
Or
I could give
bankrupt.
everybody I really care about $1 million and still have 15 million. I was like,
But
that'd be
then,
great.
but then it's like, how do you decide
How do I decide?
who gets the $1 million? People are gonna start asking your
Oh, yeah,
cousins
they're-
out of the woodwork. It stresses me out to think about winning the lottery.
No.
Yeah.
I go, when's the last time you fucking called me? I go, really? If you haven't called me the last 6 months, there's no fucking way you're getting any money.
I fall for a sob. I fall for a sob story.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's so good about you.
But the thing is, I
He
go,
doesn't care
no,
about other people's
no,
lives.
but
yeah,
what he
I
was
get that
saying about
too.
the modeling contract, I love that I know who I like before because I haven't had anything. So like,
Right.
I also like meeting comics before they see I'm funny and see if they're a piece of shit. And then I go like, actually, I like knowing that you're a bad person before you know who I am.
Yes, I agree with that. 100%.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
seeing a guy with a neck cross tattoo.
Mhm.
I don't try to have sex with him anymore.
a neck cross
No, okay,
tattoo.
two things.
Like a
One,
cross.
Oh, sorry, just a neck
Oh, like
cross.
a
Okay.
like a cross.
I said tattoo. I don't know why I
if you
said
have
that.
a cross necklace,
That's like a
on,
prison
I
vibe.
want to suck your dick.
yeah. No, for sure. But I guess, yeah,
You
I
have
still
religious trauma about that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And even that was religious trauma.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, don't heal me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dylan's Italian. It's like part of the culture. He
Yeah.
goes, I have to wear my cross.
What about Star David?
Actually,
I-
I'm in.
Okay.
I hooked up with a guy with a Star of David, and I literally was like, I wrote a poem about it.
In fact, if you have a
Is it in
mezuzah on
Hebrew?
your door, I'm fucking creeping. I'm looking through
I
your
used to
window.
read it- I used to read it on stage because it's a whole storyline. It's got from Ski Mask. Ski Mask had a. I went over to this guy's house and I sucked him off, and he was wearing a ski mask. And
Andy had a Star of David.
yeah, and he was
The poem
so
is
hot.
coming.
He was so hot.
Don't you worry. The poem is coming.
But this is something he said. This is just the first line of the poem, but it was a Star of David around his neck. He told me I smelled like Christmas. And I thought that was kind of beautiful if you really think about it, because it's like, oh, he's Jewish and he says I smell like Christmas. It's like he doesn't even celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
You know? It's
So
like,
he's lying.
Yeah.
Now, would you fuck a guy if he was wearing a
Or maybe that
yarmulke?
was part of the disguise. It's like,
Yeah.
He took it off eventually.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
he was wearing a Santa hat.
yeah.
Would you fuck a guy with a yarmulke on, or would you have him take the yarmulke
It depends
off?
what his face looks like.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Let's
to
say he's
me.
handsome.
Yeah, they fucking with
Just
you.
leave the
Yeah,
yarmulke
honestly, to
on.
be honest. Yeah. If you're
Yeah.
handsome, you
Yeah.
can do whatever.
What if
Yeah.
you're bald?
Yeah, that's fine.
How does
Okay.
it stick on?
you're
Oh, no,
bald?
because the
I feel
bald,
like it's
the
easier.
bald
It
ones
grabs
have a
it.
bigger
you,
one.
you just get a piece of Velcro.
Yeah,
Right
or
here.
no, what is
Yeah.
it? Thumbtack or
Yeah.
not thumbtack? Sorry.
Oh, Jesus,
What's
no,
the blue
owie.
sticky shit that you have in
Sticky
middle
tack.
school?
Oh,
Sticky tack.
yes.
Yeah. No, the bald ones, they have to get like a bigger one that kind of like cups their head.
Yeah.
And I think that there is a suction cup one that has like,
Like a plunger.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like a car.
exactly, just on the top of their head. It's pretty cool.
God.
I know a lot. I've been there.
Are you Jewish?
Technically, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
but not
I
your
am.
mom.
My mom, through my mom, I am.
Oh, yeah, so that's- yeah.
Yeah. So,
Love
yes.
Did you go on birthright?
I did not. I was supposed to go, and then October 7th happened. I was like, maybe.
Oh, you were supposed to go.
I was
what,
supposed. I was
this
supposed to
year?
go like, like a couple months after that.
Which one did you choose?
October 7th was. Yeah.
Is what?
Oh, the. when
Sorry.
Hamas-
Wait. Do you just top three
You guys
guesses
are
what you
saying-
think? No, I
you
know.
guys are
know.
saying October 7th, like January 6th. Like,
Yes.
Right,
We
right.
should know.
We're
like,
all
September
saying it.
11th.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, it is a date like that.
Yeah,
though.
that's,
is.
that's when Hamas like attacked Israel most recently, and that's what started the this
Yeah, it was a
all-out
really-
conflict
it was
that
not
is
good.
happening right
Oh.
now. That's like
Yeah, guys.
Remember when
October
people started
7th.
posting about Israel Palestine a lot? That was like October 7th.
Okay.
Okay,
And what's going on is so hard.
it's really tough.
Which one? Which adventure did you choose?
I forget. I just let my roommate Diego choose all the stuff, and I just gave my information.
Diego the Jew?
Diego Tirado the Jew. Yes, yes.
Really?
He's Jewish the same way I am, just trickled down through the moms.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I went over there, they were like looking at my name and they go, Dowling? That's not Jewish. I'm like, haven't you heard of fucking like that? You take your dad's name. And they
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah. I'm like, fucking idiot. You fucking let
But
me
also,
through.
you're not Jewish.
They didn't ask me that.
They didn't ask me that.
So there's that. Well, this podcast is only 2 segments.
Oh wow, that was
okay.
fast.
Yeah, I think we're at almost an hour.
Yeah, I don't know what
Oh,
time we
really?
started. I'll go look.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fast. We just talked about me getting molested.
Hey,
Did you have
I feel
fun?
like you brought it
this
up.
was fun.
Yeah, I do feel like you
I
kinda
did.
brought
I
it
did
up.
kind of bring it up. I
Did
thought
you
it-
want to talk about anything else?
I don't know. Well, we could keep talking about Israel.
Oh
Palestine.
no, thank you.
no. You know, he was really just going like, okay, what's up? Okay, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Didn't realize what question I was asking.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
So
secretly
our
having-
first segment
Mhm.
is famous.
Okay.
And
It's do you have any questions for us?
Oh, here's a question. You guys don't really know me, but you know Chloe. When I was coming here, what did you expect me to be like, knowing her?
I listen to Guys Who Fucked every single week, so I do
you-
know you.
Okay,
a little
so
bit.
you're right.
Yeah.
I thought you were going. I thought it was going to be same. I thought I was going to meet another version of Chloe,
Okay.
especially because I did know that the night that you guys met, and
Yeah.
you were okay with that.
Yeah. That's a fatal flaw of mine. I really do just like have no boundaries with people.
Uh-huh.
You don't seem that way though.
Yeah.
No,
You seem like easygoing, like you stand up for yourself, but no, you just let people walk over you.
Yeah, as soon as like you get into my life, I'm just like, all right, whatever.
Are you avoiding it, or do you go like? Is it like a moment in your head where you're like, oh, I wish they wouldn't do that, or is it a hindsight thing? I'm like, oh, they really did take advantage of me saying yes.
No, it's a laziness thing where I'm just like, it's not worth having an argument with this person right now.
Yeah.
Where I would just be like, it'll be quicker if we just do this dumb adventure, whatever it is, and then
We'll just do whatever you say and
Yeah.
take away, and we won't put the how I feel.
Yeah, we'll just get through it and then
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
move on with my day.
Yeah. That's very man of you. I will say Chloe's very funny about the way she talks about you, because she's always like, my boyfriend Eric. Have you seen a picture of him? He's gorgeous.
Really?
Oh, every single time she goes, he's gonna be in the movies. He's gonna be in the big movies.
Yeah.
She's like, have you heard of Marvel? He's that kind of hot.
I haven't spoken to my agent in maybe 15 months.
Yeah. But she speaks very highly of you.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I always like it was always positive, but I was always like, but what?
Mhm.
What is it? And then it's always like we've met so briefly of time that it was like until we got to sit down with you today, I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. How about this question? Through the time of doing this podcast, because I've seen the clips from when you guys started, what have you guys learned about yourself and how have you grown personally?
Whoa.
Do you want us to do each other?
Yes.
Let's do each
Yes.
other.
That's the best way
Yeah,
to do
let's
it.
do each other. Okay.
And so,
What have we learned about each other?
oh no, I thought you were gonna say what have I learned about myself?
Yeah, what have I learned about myself?
Okay, so right.
I'm confused.
Are you doing the character right now? I can't tell. I can't tell.
No, tell me what we're
So
doing.
he asked us what we learned about ourselves.
Yeah.
And so we're
how
gonna
you've
flip
gr-
it.
and how you've grown.
And how
How
we've
we've
grown.
grown.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do what you've learned about yourself
Okay.
and how you've grown.
Okay. You do me first.
I understand. Dylan has learned that he's not alone. In fact, he thought he was alone. He thought he was doing this entire journey by himself, him and his girlies. But then now he's grown into this guy who's kind of a bro out dude. It's kind of for the boys.
I'm always technically alone. I'm a lone wolf, but yeah.
But that's
He's
that
like, I
alpha
haven't-
energy.
I
It's
haven't-
the alpha bro energy.
He's like, I haven't grown that much. I got a dog, and the dog can know me, but nobody else.
Yeah. I got the dog yesterday. What has Colton learned about himself? Colton has learned that his husband doesn't have a boyfriend. And he's okay with that.
Are you a cuck?
I could be, but that's not what happened.
Okay. I feel like I need more context.
No, I watched the
How much time you
Patreon.
got?
I
Okay.
did. I
Watch
watched
our
the
Patreon.
Patreon.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to talk about it on the main feed anymore. I accidentally doxed him. But yeah, no, he's not. They're not boyfriends, so I know that. That's true. I guess I've grown in that way.
I'm like, what have you learned the most about yourself?
Are you asking me right?
Yeah.
You let him do all the work?
You fucking rat bastard. No, I'm not doing your homework for you.
I like putting you guys on the spot.
I know
This
it's
is
hard.
fun.
Okay. Wow.
Piece of shit.
He looks incredible.
You go first, and I'm not going to go at all.
Okay. It's kind of like when someone else gets a tattoo and you go like, "Ugh, I don't want a tattoo anymore. But you've never gotten tattoos with people? Do you have a tattoo?
No.
Okay.
I've grown 0 since the beginning of this, huh?
No, you have grown.
So
But
that's
you are
actually
the
the question.
same.
So no, that's the question.
Okay.
And what have we learned
in
about
what
ourselves?
way?
Oh.
Maybe I'll rephrase it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is just a character.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like
So I hope you enjoy the character because they stick it
I
around.
mean, he was showing us
Can I
his
be honest about
MacArthur
something
Genius
though?
Grant.
My main problem is that I mostly think about myself, and so I have to think about somebody else, and I go, "Oh shit." I know things too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I think?
And actually, crazy enough, we've had this question before
Oh, really?
pretty recently. And it did take about 30 minutes for him to finally give an answer. And he also had to apologize for saying that we're not his real friends. Remember that time? Pull that answer out of you. Pull that answer out of you.
I think that you've grown in a lot of. I think you've become. I actually think that how you've grown the most is that it's similar to me. Thinking we were doing it on our own. I think we've both learned that we are better together than we are apart,
Yeah.
and that we work better in this duo than just trying to figure out things on our own. 'Cause
So
in my
I
mind,
guess he
we're a
is
we.
kind of copying my answer, but I do accept it, and it is true.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
And what about Jimmy?
Jimmy, you should have seen what he used to look like. Total faggot. Now he shaved his head. He got the beard, and the listeners are asking to eat his ass out.
Yeah,
of
his mom used to call him faggot.
Yeah.
Now he calls his mom a faggot.
Interesting.
Under my breath, though.
My mom calls me a faggot sometimes.
Does
Really?
she?
Yeah.
What's the
Do you have a
context?
hot mom?
A lot of people have said so.
Yeah,
She's older now,
that's okay.
but yeah, when I was a kid, I used to get Eric's hot mom.
Did that stay with you for a while?
No, it really didn't bother me. I was like, all right, yeah, sick,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I had a hot mom too, and I was always like, dude, you couldn't get her. I mean, if you could try. I mean, I don't know what you fucking want from
Yeah,
me.
shoot your shot. You can
I'll
never-
go even give you a good word with her. I go, I fucking love this kid.
Yeah,
She's not a pedophile, but
yeah, exactly. That's the good thing about hot moms. They're not pedophiles usually, but
Sometimes.
yeah, sometimes.
Stifler's
Then
mom.
that's embarrassing.
Yeah. Is it a
From-
pedophile?
from
Whatever.
American Pie. What the question was, is it a pedophile when?
He was 18. It was
yeah,
legal.
I don't think
Oh,
that's
it was
the same
legal.
thing.
Okay.
How did we get on this? How's
You brought
Jimmy
it up.
grown?
You
How's Jimmy
brought it
grown?
up.
Pedophilia?
Yeah.
I was asking how you've grown. Not...
Yeah. So I guess we only have
Okay.
one segment.
We only
Okay.
have so this is our real segment.
Okay.
Which is
What-
if you were a gay man,
hmm
would you rather have sex with me or Colton?
I'd need to see the buttholes.
The hole?
The holes. I gotta see where it's going. Or maybe I don't. What's the
Sorry.
configuration?
Sorry.
Your
Hey.
hole only?
I'm sorry.
Well,
I will show you a picture of my hole if you want.
I'm saying like to make a final decision. I'm just saying that's
No,
the
you're
first
gonna
thing that
make
came
a
to my
final
head.
decision. You'll sit here all night until
Okay.
you make a final decision.
I'm sorry. If he really wants me to show him my hole right now,
I don't think that's a good idea.
I think then
but-
that puts it in too sincere of a territory also.
What do you mean?
Because then it's like I'm looking at two different buttholes and I'm like, oh, this one's better.
You're just assuming that if you were gay, you'd be the top.
I am. I guess. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, maybe the configuration is different. We get a different-
But I don't know if being gay, you're like that whole focused.
You're not that. But it's still. At the end of the day, it's still important what the flesh on flesh looks like. If it's just like,
What are you looking for in a hole?
I'm just.
that's
I'm
such
just saying,
a good question.
I'm just saying
What
it
are you
needs-
looking for
it-
in a hole? And call it flesh some more.
Mainly, I will continue to call it flesh. Mainly, what I'm looking for is just like, does this person take care of the hole?
Mhm.
Is this well maintained?
Mhm.
I don't want to put my penis in, even if it's a vagina, not well maintained.
Yeah, it says a
hole.
lot.
It
But
does.
we
say
should
a lot.
also throw
It's-
it out there that I don't bottom
Yeah.
Okay.
and Colton does.
Right.
Okay.
So the maintenance on my hole
switch, or
is
is that's the term switch?
He just bottoms.
Okay.
well, no,
Colton,
actually.
don't lie.
Now that I'm getting sober again, I think that I'm gonna enter in I think 2025 is my top era.
Okay, so but right now he's just
Yeah, this
bottom.
very
Oh,
moment.
okay.
And I'm only top.
Okay,
10.
so then I guess Colton, because just I've had a pinky in my butthole and that's enough.
Well, this
Really?
is
Yeah.
if you're a gay man.
Oh, if I'm a gay man,
Yeah, this isn't you.
I don't know who's gonna. I don't know.
You can ask me the whole
I don't
question
know.
again.
That's
We'll accept the answer of Colton.
yeah, I guess Colton.
Okay.
Because it's like I at the end of the day I'm used to
A hole.
being the insertiary. Is that a
Of
word?
course.
Insertiary?
Yeah.
That's what they call in Congress.
Good.
I think I'm the dumb one on the podcast.
It's definitely me.
It's hard to say.
This episode's gonna be called "A Dumb Twink."
Yeah,
with Eric Fretty.
Okay.
Okay, well that's
Yeah.
that.
Except Colton.
Or we could do like a human centipede where it's like
No, we don't do
Colton
things
in the
like
middle.
that.
No.
No, we don't
like
do
that.
such things. Like, don't put our sisters in the same room.
Sick.
Oh well, it's not face that. I was thinking just like packed. So
We don't
it's
even like to be like.
You
in
want
the
to
same-
pancake
Well,
it?
it's like Colton, me, Dylan, and it's just like all
You fucking
we're all
Colton, I'm
facing
fucking
this
you.
way. Yes, we're all facing this
Yeah,
way.
I like that he-
You're sick. You're a sick fuck.
I'm just going over the options here.
he did put himself in the middle, which is
He
pretty
did.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm the boundary between. I'm the pillow boundary.
Oh,
pillow
you're the
barrier.
pillow boundary.
yeah.
Yeah, as a human.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes the third you do feel like the pillow boundary, you know?
Yeah.
You're going like, these couple fought before I got here, and now I'm just here to be the pillow boundary.
Yeah.
So that they could show love to each other, because they won't admit that they just still love each other.
Yeah. And then as soon as I leave, they're gonna be yelling at each other again.
Yeah, every single time.
Interesting.
Well,
That's been that.
That's been the podcast. You want to
This
promote
is-
anything?
Yes, I will be in. Fuck, I wish I had my dates right here. Can I read my dates on here?
Yes.
I'm coming to a
You don't-
bunch of places.
when does this come out?
When
2
does
weeks.
this come out? Okay, it's probably too far away then. I've got a bunch of. Just follow me on Instagram at Eric Fretty, Fretty, and
You only have dates for the next 2 weeks?
No, I dates like in spring and
Oh,
summer, and so that's too far away. But follow me on Instagram, and then I'll post about my dates and come see me do stand up.
Follow Eric Fretty. He's very, very funny. Give it up for him. And don't be creepy in the DMs either, you freaks.
Or do it's fun.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah,
Message him.
attack me in the DMs. Let's see what happens.
So, this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is
To drag out horse.